Most workplaces were designed by neurotypicals for neurotypicals.
And I remember I was just telling all my coworkers, I'm like, don't talk to me. I don't want to hear it.
There's a huge amount of unemployment in the autism population, and I think that mostly stems from being misunderstood.
My name's Kenny. My pronouns are he, him. I'm 21 and I'm going to turn 22 this year.
My name's Kelly Moran. I'm 39. My pronouns are she, her.
Hi, I'm Sylvan Formo. I'm 28 years old. I live with my mother and my dog.
I currently work at Foundry Ridge Meadows as a peer support worker.
For work, I'm a canine dental hygiene specialist.
I currently work for Canuck Autism Network, or CAN. My work is working with the kids with autism, coaching them hockey.
I'm hoping after to finish my undergrad to go into medicine, specifically either psychiatry or neurology, and practice it.
Got a loan from my mom and started up my company in 2007. I would love to be able to offer employment to other autistic people because I can offer the type of work that I'm sure there would be other people that would be interested in.
Most workplaces were designed by neurotypicals for neurotypicals. And for us autistics or neuroatypicals, we struggle because the workplace wasn't designed for us.
In the office jobs, I really struggled with fitting in socially. I was even reprimanded for not mingling enough, not smiling enough, being defiant, which I was basically asking for clarification on things. And I was even fired from one position for that.
I had a job at municipal government and we were doing emergency preparedness because it was the Linton wildfires. I was having to take all these emergency training courses really quick. So it was like the week that everyone was evacuating. And I remember I was just telling all my coworkers, I'm like, don't talk to me. I don't want to hear it. I just need to get my job done. And I think it came across as really kind of aggressive, like, you just really don't want to talk to us. But I had to go say to them the week after. I was like, I'm really sorry I was like that, but I had to get 3 courses done in 3 days. And for my brain to do that, I can't have any of you talk to me. I can't have you overstimulate me, especially when I knew it was so important. It wasn't something like I could get wrong. It had to be done right the first time. And I think after that first time, they were like, oh, okay, it's not that he doesn't like us. And then we started doing more social things like lunches and stuff. They're like, oh, you're really sociable when you want to be sociable. This is the best example. We're at lunch right now. I'm really social with you, but when I'm working, if I'm like brushing you off with my hands or like I'm purposely putting my hoodie and throwing my hood over my head, it's not because I don't like you. It's just I need you out of my eyesight, I need you out of my ear sight so I can get my work done.
The advice I would give to employers, and I'm going to be honest with them, autistic employees will struggle to connect with the community work culture, right? And the social situations revolving around that work environment. But once they do connect, it might take them longer than a regular person, a regular neurotypical. They can connect really well.
I think for employers that haven't thought about it, it's very much a leap of faith for them that they have to almost step both feet in and just be willing to try. I know it's very challenging, but once you get an autistic person that's motivated, dedicated, you're gonna see uptick in workflow, you're gonna see greater capacity of outside thinking, outside the box thinking. You're gonna see these special interests come forward if that's something the person's interested in.
There's a huge amount of unemployment in the autism population, and I think that mostly stems from being misunderstood. They don't want to hire them because they don't understand what they're going to have to accommodate or what that means for them. So if people realized how easy the accommodations could be or how they could help or what values the autistic community can bring to a business, they would be much more likely to hire in the first place. Accommodations, well, a big one for me is headphones. Being allowed to work with noise canceling headphones is a big one. Having quiet spaces.
When sensory overload happens, I just need a quiet place and a place for myself. It could be a quiet room, just so I could decompress.
Low lighting, not harsh lighting, just switching to LEDs. I think not being forced to participate in every social activity would be a big one. Personally, I always worked much more efficiently when I wasn't spending the day chatting with other people.
We're trying to pick a time to work during the day. It doesn't mean we're lazy. We're just looking for that optimum time where our brain is fully focused. We're ready to go. We're not coming in on our worst time.
I wouldn't recommend disclosing autism, first time meeting an employer. But I think after getting to know an employer and a relationship has been built, that's when it's more comfortable for both sides to know that one individual is autistic.
Be yourself. The more you're going to try to hide that, the more it's going to come across as awkward or not normal. If it doesn't work out, it's not my fault. It's not the employer's fault. It was just never going to be a good fit. And not taking it personally. I know it's very hard to take it on personally when you've been to multiple job interviews and you're like, you're gonna have to keep trying until you find that.
If you're looking for employment, there are employers out there that will offer positions that are neuroaffirming and they will offer accommodations. Keep looking because they do exist. I think having more education and awareness about autism to the general population would be a big help for people so they don't have to try to explain it themselves when they already struggle with communicating.
Do some research and just try to learn what autism actually is. For us, it's not curable. There's a myth that we can cure it. There isn't a cure. I think quicker society realizes that, the best for the autistic person and for society, that we can't ever change who we are.
People generally don't see what's happening underneath the surface, how much we're processing in our environments. Things that may come easy to others require an extensive amount of energy for us.
As autistics, we still crave belonging and connection too. It doesn't mean we don't want that. We, like regular humans, we also crave connection and belonging.